Now going to the H1 time frame to look for intraday setups, just make this visible only on lower time frames. So on the H1 time frame, we have the same thing, price created a change of character here. And for the change of character, we have this breakout structure. So what that means is, again, price here created a inducement and take it out, and then the same thing that happened on H4 time frame. The lower low was transferred from this point coming to this point because of this liquidity grab. So now we have this high here and this low. So it means this is our dealing range from this low here, this high, right? So you can also make use of the Fibonacci tool to identify the psychological levels where price is more likely to sell from. And you can see that price is currently on the 78% level, right? So it could start selling from here. But since on the H4 time frame, we have this extreme order block, which is also visible on the H1, price is more likely to sell from that point, not from the extreme order block. So let me just make this H4 should be visible on the H1 as well. Okay, yeah, so here you can see on H1 we have this extreme order block, which is also an extreme order block on H4. So this makes it a high probability setup because it's in line with the higher time frame, also the lower time frame. So what this means is on 5 minutes time frame, where we look for intraday setups or intra-session setups, we'll be looking for buy entries up until this point here. So on the H1, this is it. We are looking for a bullish push up until this. Same thing on the H4. Now going to the 5 minutes time frame, where we take our entries. This was the last entry for last week. I shared the setup in Discord. I hope you managed to take entries from here. So I will just make the H1 extreme order block visible on the M5 as well, so we can see our target on the M5. So on 5 minutes time frame, yes, we have a bullish momentum, but at some point it has to end, and that point is more likely to be this H1 extreme order block, right? So it means here we can look for our current market structure, which is bullish because of this breakout structure, and our inducement is not yet taken out, which is this one, right? This is our inducement. So what you may see, price will come back to take out this inducement, and after this inducement is taken out, price may react from the decisional order block, which is this one right here. And if the decisional order block fails to push price higher, price might react from the extreme order block, right? So the first anticipation is a bullish reaction from this decisional order block. If that fails, then we'll look for interest from the extreme order block. So basically on the decisional order block, you have to risk 0.5 at least, and then here you can go like full risk, like a 1% risk. It just depends with your capital. Is it funded or it's personal capital? So yeah, this is it on the AUD USD. H1 is bullish, H4 is bullish, M5 is bullish as well. So these high probability setups. So just keep an eye on them when the market opens. I'll also be sending setups today before the market opens, so you can get into the week ready. Now going to the, yes, and on the question on AUD USD before I go to another.
Yeah. Can you show me how you start with the IF 5 minute time frame again? Zoom out. Yeah. Where you start with 5 minute time frame.
So this is 5 minutes time frame. Price is bullish. It's created a breakout structure here, which was a TP for the setup I sent in the group, and then this is a new breakout structure. So now I'm anticipating a bullish push from this decision order block or this extreme order block. So I'll also send setups today before the market opens, so you can plan your trades and get into the work ready. So yeah, basically this is it. I believe there are no more questions on AUD USD. I'll be going to the Euro USD now. So I'll as well start on the H4 time frame. So as you can see on the H4 time frame, price is in a bullish market, right? And yeah, price in a bullish market, it created a breakout structure here. Then for the breakout structure, price created a change of character, then followed by another change of character as well, which is weird because price should at least create structure. But anyways, price continued with this bullish push without mitigating any inducement. So this is not a breakout structure because there is no any inducement mitigated in this point. So on H4, I'm still looking for short. Price is bullish, as you can see, but I'm anticipating a bearish complex pullback to be coming soon, so that price can take out all these imbalances which is left unmitigated, and eventually this extreme order block. So yeah, on H4 time frame, it's price is basically bullish, and there's no any reversal signs yet, but I'm anticipating reversal because there's imbalances left. So I'll go to the H1 time frame, see what's happening on the euro dollar. So on the euro dollar on H1 time frame is the same thing. Price created this last change of character, and after that price did not mitigate any inducement here. So again, this is not a breakout structure. Then the last inducement price created is this one here, right? So what you may see is if price is to continue with a bullish push, it's going to be continuing from this decision order block going up. And when the market opens, you can also make use of the session liquidity. So you can see this decision order block is right below these Asian session low, which was created on Friday. So price might as well just come back to take out this low and continue bullish from this decision order block. But if that fails, then price we have to continue bearish until it mitigates this extreme order block, then continue bullish. So yeah, this is the outlook on H1. Just keep an eye on these points of interest, the decision order block and this extreme order block. So in the event that this decision order block fails to hold price, what you can do is start looking for bearish moves to this extreme order block, right? So these are the three possible scenarios. Either price is going to mitigate this decision order block and go bullish, or price is going to fail, or this decision order block is going to fail to hold price, and we're going to have a bearish continuation to this extreme order block. And if this second scenario happens, we'll be looking for bullish push from this extreme order block. So basically this is it on H1 on the 1 hour time frame, on Euro USD 1 hour time frame. Now going to the 5 minutes time frame, we can see price is bullish. So last week what happened? Let's start from Monday. So from Monday I started the stop loss on this trade, then I take profit on this one. Then on Tuesday, one trade, take profit. Then on Wednesday, no trade on EU. Then test the stop loss here, take profit, which happened on Friday. So yeah, basically this is it on Euro USD. Price is bullish on the 5 minutes time frame, and price created a liquidity grab here, meaning the higher high was transferred from that point onto this point here, which is responsible for grabbing liquidity, right? So we can delete this higher high and place a new higher high at this point, right? And this will become our breakout structure. So just to clarify here, so that all of you can understand, this is not a valid breakout structure because price did not close the full candle close. But if you zoom in, you can see that the next close the full body candle close. So you can put your breakout structure here, but it cannot fit, and it's difficult to do. So that's the reason why I put it here, right? Just to make it easy for everyone. So this is the last breakout structure we have. And as for the inducement, this is the last inducement created, which is already taken out, right? So this is our current structure on the M5 time frame, and we have our extreme order block lying at this point, which also happens to be it's below the, let me enable all the sessions. So it's below the New York session high, New York session low, I mean. So we may see price coming to take out the New York session low, and after that mitigate into this extreme order block. And after that, we may see a bullish push. But the reason why I will not be taking this trade is if you check the decision order block in H1 is lying below this Asian session liquidity. And if you go to the 5 minutes time frame, you can see that this decision order block is right below this 5 minutes extreme order block. So this might be a trade for smart money traders. So the price will just come here and check out this low, and you may think it's a change of character, and then you can start looking for short positions or sales. But price is actually continuing bullish from this decision order block on H1. So this is why it's very important that you do top-down analysis. Don't just focus on one time frame, but look at different time frames so that you can get clarity. So yeah, basically this is it on Euro USD. Is one of the question before I go to USD JPY? If you have a question, you can just type in the chat and I'll answer your question.
I have a question. It's just that I'm driving. That's why I can't type. If you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can ask.
Yeah. So like, just my question. Like, do you trade all sessions, or do you specifically like only trade London and New York sessions?
I used to trade just the London session, but now I trade all the sessions because the main purpose of trading sessions is for traders that focus on session liquidity. Those are the traders that trade specific sessions. For example, if traders that use the silver bullet strategy by ICT, they have to trade like the session after an Asian session is taken out, Asian session high or Asian session low is taken out, then they look for an imbalance and trade the silver bullet strategy. Then you can use a certain time frame to trade. But for me now, I trade all the sessions whenever I see a setup which is valid and the spreads are optimal without any slippage. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've noticed throughout the back testing, I've noticed when I'm back testing, because I've been back testing the strategy. Whenever I'm back testing, I just noticed that that even during the sessions, the strategy still works, but it's just the only difference is the volatility of the market, of course. Like I think psychologically, you just have to be a bit more patient.
Exactly.
That's what I've noticed. But like as far as sessions, as you say, like it's just being aware of the liquidity. But I realized that even the liquidity, you can actually trade the liquidity too. You just have to be aware that you're actually trading liquidity as well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Makes sense.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, guys, anyone else with a question on the euro dollar before I go to USD JPY? Okay, I believe there are no questions, so I'll just go to USD JPY. So I'll start from the H4 time frame as well. So without a question, you can clearly see that price is bearish on H4 time frame. Breakout structure here, breakout structure here. It's a block mitigated. Price started selling. Then after that, adjustment taken out at this point. Then lower low created, breakout structure happened. Then let me make this visible only on lower time frames. So yeah, price is bearish. You can see a couple of breakout structures created. Then here, price created a new lower high, and there was a liquidated grab here, right? And after that, price created another lower high, which is slightly above the previous lower high because of this liquidated grab, right? And after that, you can see price here did not create any inducement. There's no any inducement in this point, because some of you may think that this is an inducement when price made this move, then impulse, then continuation. But if you look closely, you can see that everything's inside this big candle. So this is just a complex pullback move. It's not an inducement. So on AUD USD currently on the H4 time frame, there's no any inducement created yet. And this one, you may think it's an inducement as well. But if you look closely, everything is inside this candle here. So it's not an inducement. So yeah, there's no inducement. And if there's no inducement, there are two possible things you can do. The first thing is just to stay away and wait for price to create inducement. But if you are hungry for trades, then you can use this Fibonacci tool and look for shorts from this 78% level. And you take profit, your stop loss here, you take profit here, and the risk reward of the trade will be 3.5. So it's not bad, but the trade doesn't have full confluences to enter. So yeah, this is USD JPY on H4. Now going to the H1 time frame, we can see price as well is bearish, just like the H4 time frame. So this should not be visible on H1. Right, price is still bearish. And this extreme order block fell toward price, but if you look closely, you could have gotten an entry on the single candle order block creation, which is this one. And price from the single candle order block, it just started selling without any reversal. So this was very good trade opportunity. I'm not sure if I shared it with you in Discord, but that's the reason why I have like membership videos in my ebook, so that you can learn, so that even if I'm not on the charts, you can take entries on your own without even relying on me. So just make sure you start the ebook, and if you have any questions, you can book a call with me so that I can answer your questions and you can understand clearly. So that you don't have to depend on signals or my setups. You can also do your own analysis. So yeah, this is it on H1. So price is bearish and extreme order block created. This is the current decisional order block created. So I'll just clear this out. It will be only visible on M5. Right. So on H1, we have a dealing range from this higher low, and this is our new lower low, right? So these are current structure points, and there are three possible areas we can sell from, right? So the first area you can sell from is adjustment when it's taken out. So when price takes out adjustment with a wick, let's say this is our adjustment, so just this. So if our adjustment is this, right, and you see price coming to this zone, so if price come to the adjustment and mitigate it with a wick like this, you can take sell entries directly from this adjustment mitigation if price close with a wick. But if it's a full body candle close, then you cannot take entries. But if it's a wick like this, then you can look for entries, right? And if this is on H1, then you can go to 5 minutes time frame and look for reversal pattern. Then you can start selling from here going down. So this is the reason why we can look for shorts on this H1 point of interest. If this fails, then of course we are going to be looking for shorts from this decision order block. If this fails, then shorts will be looking for the extreme order block. So this is it on USD JPY H1. Now going to the 5 minutes time frame, we are already in short position. Reason being what I just explained on H1, that if price mitigate the inducement and closes the wick here, this is a good point of interest to be looking for sales. So if you go to the 5 minutes, we can see we're already in short positions. And did I share this trade? I'm not sure. So I'm already in a short position. Unfortunately, I could not close my position because when I wanted to close, it was saying the market closed already. So I'm still holding. Hopefully the market will not open with a gap. If it opens just no more price action, then this is what I'm anticipating, that price will give us a reaction from this demand zone. And if price gives us a reaction from this demand zone, we can sell from this point of interest on the USD JPY. So basically, yeah, this is my analysis on all the 3 pairs on my watch list. Is there anyone with a question on USD JPY?